saw me just like buying this, and she was like, please be careful of your heart. She was so cute. I was like, oh, don't worry about it. I don't really drink this that much, but yeah. So I love this sound so much. It really tastes like, I don't know how to explain it, but candy. But even though it's artificial candy, it's really good. Yeah. So okay, we're gonna dive into the main topic of this video because it's a really serious business for me. So as some people might know, if you've been following my channel, I'm like fan of manga. Like I'm obsessed about it. Like I watch it a lot of time. I talk about it a lot. I have a lot of manga collection and some figures also, like figures of some animes. And I've been to some convention, like talking about mangas and everything. Well, they sell everything like that. And I've been like watching manga since I was like what, 14. It's been maybe like 10 years, like even before, I think. Yeah, no, 13. I think it's been like more than 10 years. And at my time it wasn't really popular, but we don't really care that much. Like I'm really glad that today it's getting popular, and like a lot of guys and girls, like everyone just watches it. I think it's super good. Anyway, so I have like knowledge, at least. Like I've watched Vinland Saga, I've watched and read Berserk, I've read Vagabond. I started watching One Piece and Naruto, but I just stopped because it wasn't really my thing. I think I was too young to watch it or something. I also watched Fairy Tail, Death Note. I need to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But of course, like I watched Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, the full seasons and the movies also. I've watched literally every single shoujo that might exist. Like there are some new that I try to keep on, but like all the classics like Nana and also Aoharu Ride and Kimi ni Todoke and Tora Tora and like several like animes. I've read also some mangas. I've read like Citrus, and I've watched it also. Like I read some BL like Boy Love, and I also read some Yaoi and Yuri. Seinen, obviously shonen. Anyway, like I'm really familiar to a lot of types of mangas and anime. I have some posters also. So yeah, like I know what I'm talking about, okay? And I wanna explain to you why in berserk like Vagabond because it's more about the philosophical sense behind it and like all the meanings, the life meanings. For example, Vinland Saga is also quite similar to Shinji no Kyojin, I think. It might be like on my top 10 animes also. It teaches you a lot anyway. So for people who love battles, but also for people who like to think and like to deep down and have some introspection, it's literally the anime for it. So like the main character is both a hero and an anti-hero. Like Eren is literally the type to be like inspiring and have like this sense of justice and like a heroic sense of defending the neediest people. But at the same time, he's gonna be trapped in his own like superpowers, like this grandiose sense of future, and he's gonna get lost in it. Like there's a lot of complex feelings inside him. Like he wanna save his friends, and even if it takes to destroy the whole world, like I think it was 80% of the whole world, and that's what makes it like villains are the ones that are gonna destroy the whole world for you, but heroes are the one that's gonna try to save everyone, kind of. And I feel like Eren is both. Like you can relate to him somehow, and like there's not only him, but all of the characters of Shinji no Kyojin have some personality, and they're just super deep. Like they have their own background. For example, you have Levi, which is like the archetype of someone who is dark and mysterious and grumpy. You know, like a tsundere kind of type. He doesn't like to show his affection to people and this type of shit, but he's someone really tender and he has a lot of trauma inside him. But he also had like a mother figure inside the battlefield, and like it also talks about death, and it talks about grief a lot too, and accepting that some people are lost, and that during war we lose a lot of people, and on both sides. Like there's no, it's not clear, it's not like black or white. And the female figures also, because there's something really important for me, is that it has to be like an anime that portrays good images about women. Like they can be beautiful but at the same time powerful without being sexualized. Like not that much, because like you know, and I feel like it kind of conveys that. For example, Mikasa is literally like the female, the main character, which is female, and she's powerful. She's really strong. Like she's literally one of the strongest soldiers, and it's said a couple of times. But at the same time, like she's depicted as someone who is sensitive and like have strong feelings for the main character. Like it's literally obvious, and it doesn't make her weak. Like at the opposite, it makes her stronger, and she's literally like scaring people. And she's learning faster than the hero, who is a male. So it says a lot about like how much respect you have to Mikasa or the other characters do. Also like the Titans, which is literally like in the name of it, the Titans are enough, but the thing is, there's a plot twist that changes your whole perception of the world. Literally in season 3 and 4, kind of. Like, you get to know the rest of the world, how it functions, and the people that you thought were evil are not that evil, you know. And I don't know, it makes you think a lot about, like, it makes you think back about everything that happened, and it's just like, whoa, there's a lot of Easter eggs and foreshadowing also, which is so good. Like, yeah, and you kind of expect the end, but at the same time you don't want it to happen, but you know that's the right thing. And there's so much like Machiavellis and like some strategy and like, for example, like, okay, there are gonna be some spoilers, but the fact that the main hero is gonna cause his own anger to break the whole world and to like destroy himself just because it has to happen this way is so impressive. For example, like, he's gonna cause his own mother's death just because it's gonna be the main point that's gonna like provokes him, like his younger child, like his younger self, to switch and wanna fight Tatakai. Shinso wo Sasage o Tatakai. And yeah, this anime also have like some strong sentences that I repeated like on the whole show, and I think that it's super like, I don't know how to say it, but it's so impressive how they made it iconic, kind of. Yeah. I don't know, I have some, like, it also makes you feel some kind of ways, like, get scared, get passionate, get, like, admirative, get really sad. I cried a lot during this show, and it makes you just, like, brighten your mood, but at the same time, like, think about everything, literally. And also the character designs and just the graphism of the whole anime is so good. Like, it doesn't get old at all. Like, it's scary, but at the same time it's so specific. Like, whenever you see a random panel, you know it's from Shinjeki no Kyojin. Shinjeki no Kyojin, Shinjeki no Kyojin, Shinjeki no Kyojin, Kyojin, Koshi, 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 Koko. Yeah. And I don't know, like, I don't even know if it's like a good ASMR video. Like, it's just me talking about how much I love this anime. Slayer, right? For people who watched it, like Demon Slayer has Nezuko-chan, but also has that yellow guy. I forgot what his name, but you know, he's like a character who cries a lot, who's always scared. Like it's his main personality. Like at first, you think it's fun, but at some point you just find it annoying. Like get your shit together and fight, especially like during main and serious scenes. But like in Shinshiki no Kyojin, they had this type of character too, which is Armin. Armin, 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 Armin. Yeah, which is Armin, and like at first I didn't like him for that. I was like, dude, you're too coward. Like you don't belong here. But after like the more seasons go and the more you see him grow and the more you see him like get his shit together and get a lot of responsibility, and at the end he's the main lead for everyone. Like he's the captain of the whole soldier team, which is like a lot of responsibility and which shows a lot about his thinking. Like that's also something that I really like. Yeah. And the people that died during the seasons are not forgotten. Like they do not just serve a plot and that's it. Like you go away. No. They have a purpose, and even after like everything is done, you still remember them, and there are some flashbacks with them because they value every single one of the characters as their own, like as the unique personality, and like because they have their own value, kind of, which is something that I respect a lot too. Like, yeah, I feel like they thought about everything, and the most important thing is that if you watch it the first time, it's gonna blow your mind. Like literally at the end, you're gonna be like, I need to watch it again to just rethink everything from another perspective. And the one who watched like Shingeki no Kyojin know what I'm talking about. Like you have some different interpretation now about everything that happened, and you're like, oh my god, like the final ending of the show, literally like from the beginning you could have guessed that. Like it was just in front of our eyes, but we didn't see it coming, which is like super crazy for me because I'm someone who guesses a lot the endings. Like for example, The Truman Show or Shutter Island, for example. Those are like famous movies with like amazing plots. Well, I guess that like in the first half hour, I was like, oh yeah, I see where it is gonna go. Split also, like those kind of, like even Death Note sometimes, like I saw it coming, even though it's like a great show, literally like one of the great animes of all time, like it's a classic. But yeah, like Shinshiki no Kyojin, you don't see that coming. Like you kinda guess where it's gonna go, but when you think it's over, it's just the beginning of another like whole series of events. And there's a lot of politics also inside, and social issues about immigration, about racism, kind of. And yeah, like when it concerns something like that, necklaces too. I like jewelry also, like a lot. Even though I don't have that much, but I just like to, yeah. I like this fabric. It's cotton and it's super soft and super comfy. Yeah. So, also, like this anime became much more than just like an anime or like a manga. It became a state of mind, like that a guy, like you have to fight again and again with all your will and all your strength because life is about that. It's about surviving. It's about the difference of power between a minority and like a group of people who are like privileged kind of, and they decide of everything. And the mindset of Mikasa, for example, was like she's a huge example for me because she's gonna be like, you wanna surrender, fine. You wanna like abandon everything. You're scared, okay. But I am gonna beat the shit out of this titan and I'm gonna free everyone that I care about. Like no matter what it takes. Like without it being an irony or something. I know that some people just like complained because Mikasa like cut her hair super short and made her kind of manly, quote unquote. But I really appreciate that because like during war you're not gonna just like keep your own long hair and be like super like dude, I'm fighting for my life. I'm not gonna keep that because it takes so much care. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. So yeah. But it doesn't mean that she's gonna be like I don't know how to say it, but she's not gonna hide her feelings. She's sensitive, like she blushes sometimes, and she gets to smile also. And she's not the only one. Like there are like other women too that have feelings for some men because they're great men. And also I like this portrait of men also falling in love with women because they're strong, because they're cute, because they want to protect them, but at the same time they respect their strength. Aramin also is like that, like he's super sensitive. And Eren, for instance, he admit his love for Mikasa at the end of the show, but it was literally obvious from the beginning, you know. But like, and he cries, and it means so much that the main hero and anti-hero of the whole show cries for a woman because he loves her so much. I know that some people just like complain about these things, but it just shows the whole complexity of this character because he's scaring people. He is literally frightening a whole world. Like he literally committed genocide. Like it is genocide, but at the same time, he's just like a young boy who got too much power and who wanted to get his liberty, his freedom, but he didn't get it the way that he wanted, so he's just like pissed and disappointed in the whole world. And he feels like if he's gonna be disappointed, he's just gonna destroy everything because that's how it is. There's not much to think about it, he just got too much power and that's it. And he just like switched his mind. It's really as simple as that. And we have to respect that also. Like there's a lot of mechanism behind this, but at the same time it's really not that hard to understand. Yeah, it doesn't excuse it. Like at the end, it literally like God is it's just this this video.